Hello guys, my name is Chipsy and in today's video I'll be showing you my first impressions of the Holbein color pencil set with the 50 pastel shades. And as you can see here, I already own the small Holbein set with the 12 pencils. And I love them so much, so I almost use them in every traditional drawing to render details or even highlight certain areas. And since then, of course, I had my eye on the large 50-piece set, which I put into my Amazon wishlist a really long time ago. Luckily in March there was a huge price drop, so I finally bought the whole set. The box is made out of cardboard and the lid shows every individual color with its name. And I think it's quite useful when you want to sort your pencils back into the right order. When we open the box, we find this protection film and a Holbein flyer. It shows all the colors they offer with a swatching chart and all the other pastel and normal color pencil sets. If you're wondering why the pencils look already used, it's because I had to refill my intro because I lost some of the footage. But here you can see all 50 colors in a plastic tray. I think you can divide them into 3 parts. So here are the skin colors and here are the bright ones. And what I think is quite interesting, here are even some muted ones. But to be honest, I kind of would sort the middle part differently, so the colors would create one huge rainbow. Something like this. But then the printing on the lid would have no purpose anymore. However, if we look onto the close-up, each pencil comes with this golden imprint of the brand's name Holbein and its color name and number. Since the pencil slats are so soft, I heard from some people that they break easily, but I haven't experienced that yet. But overall, the color pencils from Holbein seem really high quality and they look really pretty with the golden imprint and the pink packaging. It's time to try the colors together. Here I swatched them in my current sketchbook, and not only they're super bright and intense, they also feel really soft and buttery. And since it was mermaid, I prepared the mermaid line art on some Bristol paper. But next time I would choose a paper with a bit more tooth, because the Bristol paper was so smooth, I always had to watch out not to use too much color. I'll explain why in a second. Looking onto my swatches, I chose the colors Ivory, Shell Pink, Cherry Blossom and Pink for the skin and started to work from dark to light. It's important to start with the darkest colors first, the shading for example, to prevent building up too much color, or the drawing will look patchy or shiny/greasy in the end. That's why it was a little mistake of mine that I chose such a smooth paper, because the pencils almost had no texture to grab on. I'm making sure that the pencils stay sharp and pointy, so I can fill in every tiny spot. Though I'm not done with the skin yet, I'm already thinking about all the other colors I will work with. So for the hair for example, I knew I wanted to use purple, teal and green. So to make the whole illustration look cohesive, I always try to put some of these colors to some surrounding areas. That's why I took the color lilac to enhance some shading on the neck, and I also started adding the chartreuse green onto the skin as some kind of colorful reflections. And of course I also do it the other way around. So when I started to work on her hair, I took the darkest pink, which I used for the skin, and started to blend it into the purple shading of her hair next to her neck. Though I have my own swatch chart, I try the colors which I picked next to each other on a piece of paper to look if I like the combination. So here are the colors which I chose: lavender blue, porcelain blue and ice green. Since my idea was to make the hair of the mermaid multicolored, I had to decide first which parts should become green and which ones teal. Then I added the shading with the darker pencils and worked like this through the whole hair. Now you can see why I left her chest white. I wanted to draw on some rainbowy fish scales and therefore I searched some reference photos on Pinterest. And this was really helpful, so I could mimic the effect as I imagined. Since I was in need for some darker colors, I put out my Arteza Expert colored pencils, and with these I draw in the scales, shady eyes and the air bubbles. I also used the darker pencils to draw over some parts of the line art. Then I just grabbed my Fine Tech Gold set and colored the earrings with moon gold, and in the end it was time for the white lines. Therefore, I used my beloved Dr. P.H. Martin's pen white, but instead of an inking nib, I chose a very fine brush to put on the highlights. If you're wondering why I chose the brush over the inking nib, since the paper was already so smooth, and with the color pencils even smoother, so the inking nib just won't draw on top of it. I feel like inking nibs always work better on some textured paper. And that's it, that's the result, and I really hope you like it. For me, it was a lot of fun to play around with the pastel shades. The quality of the pencils is really great in my opinion, but the question now is if this palette could work on its own or not. This box of color pencils indeed contain only pastel colors, and as you saw, I definitely needed some darker color pencils to finish my drawing. I would say this Holbein pastel set is a great addition if you already own some normal color pencils. Usual color pencil sets don't contain so many pastel shades, so if you miss them, you should take a look onto the pastel set from Holbein. Maybe the small 12-piece set is already enough for you. Anyways, I hope this demo and review was helpful for you guys. If yes, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to support me, and please comment down below what are your thoughts and experiences with these pastel colored pencils. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to support me doing more art and YouTube videos, please check out my Patreon. See you in my next video. Bye bye guys!